Beep, beep. Beep, beep, everyone. So today we're going to open up two Topps Baseball Complete Set breaks from Jampacks.net. I previously opened 1976 and 1977 Topps in separate videos. It must have been like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't remember exactly when. I bought these when they first came out, and the last time I checked their website, I noticed they still had boxes of these. I think they have since sold out of 1976, but I haven't checked in a couple of days, so I don't know if they still have 1977. They also had 1978 available, and that was sold out too. So I'll keep monitoring their website to see if they come out with any more of these complete set breaks, because I kind of really enjoyed opening these. I thought the conditions of the cards were rather fantastic. And I believe I pulled a Nolan Ryan out of the 77 one, the last video I did of that, and the 76 one had the Hank Aaron card in it, in a graded slab, graded 6. So let's open these up and see what's in them instead of doing a separate video for each one, since I only have one box of each. We'll start with 77 first and see what kind of stuff is in here. This box is numbered 35 out of 44. I will provide links to their website in the description below, and if I can remember, I will try to provide links to the 2 videos I did of these 76 and 77 sets before. So they come wrapped up in bubble wrap. You have a really nice box here, which I will probably keep because I think it's pretty cool looking. And we'll get through here, and these are taped up here in the middle. And they guarantee 1 or more Hall of Famers per box. So let's get this bubble wrap out of the way and see what we've got here. We'll move these guys back. And we're going to start off with Mark Hill. And if you can see them, they look pretty cool. They look really, really sharp for 1977. This is what the 77 set looks like on the back. Again, it looks pretty cool. The next card is Dave Pagan. Oh, cool. Wilbur Wood. I don't know if anybody remembers Wilbur Wood, but he was quite a workhorse during the mid-70s. One season, I think he finished his season with 376 and 2/3 innings. Don't quote me on that. I think that's what it was. He had 49 starts. And one of those years, he had 24 wins and 20 losses. If he had played for a much better team than the White Sox back then, he probably would have won over 30 games. The last 30-game winner was Denny McLean in 1968, and I don't think we're ever going to see another pitcher come close to 30 wins again. The closest I can recall was Bob Welch had 27. I don't remember the year, 87, 86, 87, 88 in that time frame. And I don't think we've had another pitcher have that kind of number of wins in a year. So too bad for Wilbur Wood. He did this for like 3 or 4 seasons of just a complete workhorse, starting like every 3rd game. You know, if you start 49 out of 162, that's almost every 3rd game. So that was a real impressive streak. A lot of people forget about Wilbur Wood, but and he played baseball before I started watching it, and I wish I could have seen him pitch. But a great player. All right, Thurman Munson All-Star card. And Thurman, I think, should be in the Hall of Fame. So this is really cool getting this. This one has a little bit of fuzziness in the corners, I'd say. This one isn't as sharp as the other ones, but the surface looks pretty clean. Centering is always going to be an issue with the 77 set and the 76 set, and just about every set from the 70s has this problem. But nice looking card. Great player. He belongs in the Hall, I think. Gary Templeton. I'd have to look that up. This might be his rookie card. I'm not sure. I think it might be. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think this is it. He was another great player. He started off with quite a bang, hitting like in the 300 area, multiple seasons. I don't know. He may have had 200 hits in a season or two. Had a lot of triples. Very fast runner. And then in the 80s, his numbers sort of sank, but he kept on playing for quite some time. This was back when he was with the Cardinals. He had played with the Padres, I think, after this, and this has the All-Star Rookie Cup there. Badly off-centered, but happy to have this card. Larry Lintz, that gentleman I'm not real familiar with. Looks like utility player. Played with the Expos, Cardinals, and A's up to that point. Roy Smalley. That's right, he started with the Rangers. He had a couple All-Star appearances. I think he played with the Yankees in the 80s for a little bit. Oh, this is a cool one. Hall of Famer Joe Torre back in his playing days before he became a manager. And as you can see, he put up a pretty good run of numbers, had over 2,000 hits. He had that wonderful 1971 season. He had 230 hits that year. Hit 363. I think he won the MVP. Great player, great manager. That's a good one. Pedro Bourbon, decent reliever for the Reds. Tommy Harper. Well, there's all kinds of nice stuff in here. Tommy Harper had played for quite some time. By this time, I think he was mostly in a pinch hitting role, but as you can see, he had a pretty decent career. Second baseman Frank White. This box is all full of neat stuff. This is early in Frank's career. Great second baseman for the Royals. Dwight Evans, another potential Hall of Famer. I hope someday he gets in there. This one has a little bit of corner wear, I'd say. The centering's way off, but still the surface looks really sharp. So lots of good stuff in this one. Jim Slayton, Joe Liss, and Richie Hebner. He had a pretty decent career for a while there. Mostly with the Buccos. So that was a really nice one. I don't know if I want to take any of these and put them on the stands or not. I guess we'll pull Thurman and Joe Torre. And I guess we'll pull Dwight Evans too. He has the next best shot. Let's move Logan and Omar over, and let's set up these gentlemen on some stands. And we'll open up the 76 box next. Can't really see them very well on the camera that way. There we go. Beep, beep. So let's open up our 76 set, and this is box number 40 out of 44. And what they did is they took a complete set, and they randomly took it apart and placed them in these boxes randomly, and they tried to guarantee at least one Hall of Famer per box. And if you take, what were the numbers on this? 660. I guess it divides out equally into 44 boxes. I'm not going to do the math in my head to know if that's accurate or not. But I trust that they have the same number of cards in each box. And we'll go with the 1976 set now. We'll move these 77 cards over here, move this out of the way. And we're going to start off with Mickey Rivers, another great player from back in the day. This was back when he was with the Angels. Again, centering issues are a problem. The card looks pretty sharp, though. The surface looks really great. The corners are pretty sharp, not exactly sharp. And there's Mickey Rivers, the back of the 76 cards. And I didn't know he played with the Angels for that long. I remember him when he was with the Rangers. And I don't know who he played with after that. I want to say Yankees, and I don't have my laptop in front of me to check it out, but I think he moved around from team to team in the 80s. And there's Buddy Bradford. I'm not familiar with Buddy. He'd played quite some time, going back to 66, mostly as a utility player, it looks like. Pinch hitting and utility player. Paul Splittorff had a long career with the Royals, one of their main starting pitchers. Remember him from the 1980 World Series. You can see he had a 20-win season back in 1973. I don't know if you can see that real clear on there. The green on this is kind of dark. Here we got AL victory leaders. We got Jim Hunter, Jim Palmer, and Vida Blue. 23, 23, and 22. When are we going to ever see a season when it has this many pitchers with over 20 wins? I don't know. So I guess we'll get a standout for that one. We're probably going to run out of room here. There's George Scott. He was a pretty good player. I think with the Red Sox for some time, yeah. Not sure where he ended up with after the Brewers. I don't know if he made it to 300 homers or not. He may have. But he was a pretty decent player back in the day. Dave Collins, back when he was with the Angels, he would later be on the Reds. I don't know if this is a rookie card or not for him. I'd have to look that up. I don't really keep track of rookie cards for minor stars as well as I do with the Hall of Famers. But he was quite a speedster. I don't know how many stolen bases he finished his career with, but he was regularly getting like 30, 40, 50 in a season. Don Hood. Hall of Famer Willie McCovey. And looks like a mostly sharp card. This corner down here is a little bit of a ding to it. It's very tiny. Surface looks pretty good. So that's a good one to have. Willie McCovey. I guess we'll put him here. Try not to block out Dwight, but it's kind of hard to do. That's my last stand, so anybody else that pops up, whoops. Okay, 76 rookie pitchers. I do remember Larry. No, I don't remember that Larry Anderson. I remember another Larry Anderson where the SON was SEN, and he, I remember him when he was with the Phillies, but I don't know that one. I don't remember Ken Crosby. I do remember hearing about Mark Littell and Butch Metzger, because they both appeared in 1981 baseball cards. I don't know what that is up there. It looks like a string. Roland Office. Well, I always thought had a really, really cool name. It almost sounds like the name of a building, Roland Office. But that was a pretty cool name to have. National League and American League Championships. Let's see, Reds sweep Bucks, Bo Sox surprise A's. I believe that's Louis Tiant on that photo. There's Johnny Bench. That might be Tony Perez. Not entirely sure because I don't remember what uniform number he had. It's hard to see because the image is small. I don't know who the gentleman is in the middle, and it doesn't say on the back. The all-time All-Stars. This is some kind of subset that's in the 76 set, and it's Rogers Hornsby. So there's another Hall of Famer. I'll try slipping him between these two. Bart Johnson, got quite a head of hair there. Tom Murphy. Andy Messersmith, he was a pretty decent pitcher, I think. Yeah, he had 2 20-win seasons. I don't know if you can see it because it's so dark. But in 74 and in 71, he had 20-win seasons. Not sure what happened to Andy Messersmith. He put up some pretty decent numbers there for a while. Let me see if I can see that. What is that career earned run average? 2.85, does that say? So, I mean, that's pretty impressive. Not sure what happened to him later in his career. I'll have to look him up. And Jim Sundberg, longtime catcher with the Rangers. We got a little printing orb right here underneath the N. And that might be a second-year card for him. I'm not sure if he ever made it to the All-Star game, but he was considered one of the better catchers of the American League back in the late 70s and into the early 80s. So that's 1976 and 1977 Topps. They're battling for on the camera. At Jampacks.net, I know the 76 one is out of stock right now. The 77, if it isn't, it may be by the time I post this video. I haven't checked their website in about a week. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if that's out of stock. But they have other things there to sell. They have boxes that have packs in them. They have one that has packs usually from the late 80s into the early 90s, like a junk wax kind of thing. And then they have one that has newer packs, and then they have one that is a mix of both new and old. Plus these complete set breaks when they're in stock. So give them a visit, and maybe there might be something there that will pique your interest, like these piqued my interest. I don't remember the prices on these. They lowered the prices on them. I think they were $5 off of each of them. Don't quote me on that. But I remember the 76 one was something like $43.99 a box, and the 77 was $38.99. And I know I got the 77 for $33.99 this time, but I don't remember what the price on the 76 one was. I'm going to say $38.99, but I don't remember. But this is probably a moot point because this stuff probably isn't available at the time I'm going to post this. But keep checking their website. They may have more in the future. I've really enjoyed their set breaks because the conditions of the cards are, I think, rather exceptional considering what I see out in the wild when I go to antique malls. I don't see very many cards in this good shape out there. And I don't have a local card shop that's close to me, although there's probably one about an hour drive, which someday I will have to visit. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Beep beep. Take care, everyone. Beep beep.